Robin, getting ready now to catch up with some very special guests this morning. Hey, Robin.
Oh, I have been waiting for this. Get ready to meet the inspiring mother-son duo that's helping to share some laughter and hope during this challenging time. Peggy Rowe, the mother of Dirty Jobs host Mike Rowe, published her first book at the tender age of 80. And now she's out with a new one. I read it this weekend, loved it. It's called All About Your Father and Other Celebrities I Have Known. And they both join us now. Mike is in California and Peggy is there at the home, the condo, because I read the book, the condo in Maryland. Good morning to you both. I got to tell you, I loved reading the book. It was like reading about my family in some ways. You two have really, there's a wonderful community that you are inspiring, and it's that connection that you two have. Peggy, how with this distance and this pandemic and having to be in quarantine, how, and you and your son, how have you maintained that bond, Peggy?
Well, good morning. I say every day, thank God for technology and social media. Mike and I Zoom, we email, we text, we FaceTime. We manage to get together very frequently.
Oh, my goodness. I bet even more so than usual. And, you know, Mike, I got to say, your Facebook page, Facebook show that you have, it is so in your wheelhouse, what you are doing about focusing and highlighting the everyday person, the everyday hero. And it really is. It's something that's just so innate with you because of Dirty Jobs.
I think so, Robin. Hi. Yeah, you know, Dirty Jobs accomplished a lot of good things, checked a lot of boxes. But for me, the big thing was the fans of the show actually programmed it. All the ideas for that show came from the viewers. And eventually the headlines caught up to the themes and turned it into a much bigger deal. Same thing's happening with Returning the Favor. We've been doing the show for 4 years. It's done really great. And now all of a sudden, people, for the first time in my lifetime anyway, are truly desperate to see something in the species that makes them feel better about being on the planet. That's what our show does. And I don't have to tell you how weird it is to get 350 million views on something, but it's happening and it's a thing, and I'm glad to be part of it.
Yeah, it's so necessary, and people are really gravitating toward it. And Peggy, you are as advertised. I was with your son at a speaking gig a couple of years ago down in Mexico, I think it was, and he said, "You've got to meet my mother." And she is so, and I was like, okay. And I was hoping that we were going to be able to meet face to face. But your book about your father and other celebrities, you tell such wonderful, relatable stories. How did you go about selecting what you were going to put in your book, Peggy?
I'm honored that you read my book, and even more so that you found it enjoyable and laughed. I've been writing articles and stories for newspapers and magazines for years. And so I've had a sense of what people like. And also, my Facebook page has told me what people like. People like something upbeat and happy, something that makes them laugh. They love humor. And so I've included stories, that meet that criteria. And people love it when I write about my husband, especially. So I've included lots of stories about John in my book.
It's very true,
I'm chuckling,
Robin.
because I'm just thinking of the stories. Yeah.
My mom has been writing me stories for years. And only recently did I say, look, you got to put them in a book. I think people will love them. And so in a way, this has been going on for 30 years. I'm just flattered she had the good sense to share the truth of living with this man. My dad, John Rowe, is one of the most fascinating subjects in the world. She writes about him. She tells the stories to me. And now all of a sudden, they're in a book. And it's leave it to my mother to write a truly funny book at the height of the coronavirus.
And I'm holding up the book as well. It is earmarked throughout from reading it this weekend. Was there anything, though, Mike, was there anything that you're like, oh, my goodness, I cannot believe she put that in the book?
Well, I mean, I go through all of that beforehand when she sends me the stories to say, what do you think? I write stories to her. She writes stories to me. We basically critique each other's work. So I saw a lot of it in advance. What I didn't see in this one were pictures of me, pictures of my brothers, pictures of my father in thousands of different community plays. I mean, I don't know who that guy is, except he's my dad. And now I remember seeing that face about 1,000 times, growing up when I came in late. So it's weirdly personal. It's dedicated to 100,000 little Facebook friends who made her a bestseller 2 years ago. And, look, it's been terrific as a son to watch his 82-year-old mother hit the reset button and start a new career. I mean, it actually is inspiring, kidding aside.
Can I say this, that Mike is a wonderful critic. He tells the truth. If I want to know how something reads, I just ask Mike, and he'll tell me the truth. I mean, if it sucks, he'll tell me. If it's really great, I can't say sucks. Sorry.
It's morning television.
We already did twice. You did twice, so.
Yes, I did. I did twice.
Now you potty mouth on top of everything else.
Let me ask you this.
You're America's grandmother. Can't you just clean it up for a couple of minutes?
Peggy, just really fast because they're wrapping me. 80 years old, you wrote your first book. Now you've written the second one. What do you say to people who say, oh, I can't do this. It's too late for me. What can you say to them?
Well, I say you're very silly. It's never too late. And, during this time of enforced quarantine, it's a wonderful time to sit down and start writing. Write something that pleases you. Write something that really interests you. It doesn't matter if the world gets to read it. You're reading it. It's meaningful to you and possibly to your family.
Well said, Peggy. Thank you so much. I know that you're proud of all three of your sons. And next time that I see you, I want to see Old Blue. People got to read the book to know what I'm talking about. But I want to see Old Blue next time that I see you. Bless your heart.
Okay.
My best to you and that son of yours and your family. Stay well. Stay healthy. Thank you so very, very much.
We're good to your word. Thank you for having us on, really. Mom, I love you. I'm going to call you after this.
You got it.
Okay.
All right.
Bless you both. About Your Father and Other Celebrities I Have Known is out today. It really is a fun read. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.